Adjusting the grid lines on your graph will make it easier to read. Here I have all of my data from July 20th to September 9th, the illumination of the moon as seen from the Earth, and we see it has this nice pattern where it increases to 100, decreases down to 0, increases to 100, decreases again. It would be easier to read some of these dates along the x-axis and some of the numbers or percents along the y-axis if we were able to adjust or add more grid lines. To do that, we click on the graph. We can then go to these three dots up here and go to Edit Chart, or you could simply just double click the graph and the chart editor over on the right-hand side opens up. There's a Setup tab and there's a Customize tab. And under Customize, notice that the arrows we can open or close. One of them is grid lines and ticks. So if I look at this grid line, click on the arrow to open up grid lines and ticks. And the first section gives me the opportunity when I click on this to either work on the horizontal axis or the vertical axis. If I'm working on the horizontal or this axis down here, and remember, you could always take your graph and make it look a little bit bigger. I want the bottom down here to count by 2 days. I want this to count by 10. I can change it to 15, what it counts by. I can move it up to 50. That might be a little bit too much. I think most people find that somewhere around 20 to 30 gives them a nice readable graph. So there's July 20th, July 22nd. If I wanted to find out where the highest percentage was here at that point, I could look down and see that's in between August 3rd and 5th, so that'd be August 4th. It's a little bit easier to read. The same thing is true with the vertical axis. Right now, the vertical axis is counting by 25s. That's a lot. It would be a little bit easier if maybe the vertical axis was counting by. So notice I changed this to counting by tens. 0, 10, 20, 30. I can see the illumination change. That might be a little bit easier to read your graph. You could also do it by steps as well and change that to 10 or change this to sometimes 9 or 11. Just play with the numbers and figure out which one you like the best. That's how you change your grid lines to make your graph a little bit more readable.